What's going on? This is the Dozen Trivia Tournament presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Real juice, real vodka, 100 calories, absolutely delicious, and I'm enjoying it as you get ready for this semi-final matchup of the Dozen Trivia Tournament presented by High Noon between the 9 seed Gen XYZ and the 4 seed the Big Screamin Honkers. The 9 seed Gen XYZ, led by Jake Marsh, Large, and Vibs, have shocked the trivia world with a massive, monumental, historic upset over the number 1 overall seed Frank and the Frankettes. Will the Cinderella run continue, or will the Big Screamin Honkers, Coley Mick, Robbie Fox, and Ben Mintz flex their muscles once again after a close victory over the experts? It's the Cinderella story against one of the top 4 teams in the tournament. It's the Honkers against Gen XYZ, and it's coming up right now in the Dozen Trivia Tournament, presented by High Noon. Welcome to the Dozen Trivia Tournament. I'm your host, Jeff D'Lo, sponsored by High Noon, hard seltzer, 100 calories, real vodka, real juice, delicious. Look at that. We're going to just stick it up and sip it. Large, Robbie, it's not in there with you, but that's okay. You can pretend to sip it. It is the first chance for us to find out who will be in the championship game. We have the 4 seed, the Big Screamin Honkers, probably behind only the Frankettes in terms of massive fan base. It's growing rapidly. Robbie,
especially in the South.
Yeah, and in the South.
We're
I have heard Oxford is just, they're just fucking screaming like geese.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Not even just car. It's crazy. Crazy stuff, Mincy. Coley won the first match. Heavyweight. Maybe a little needed a break there after that. I mean, that was a set, like that felt like a championship match.
Yeah, it reminded me of like Peyton Brady AFC championships, more important than the Super Bowl type stuff. But much like those Patriots, it's not over yet. We still have games to win if we want to take home. Do we have a name for the trophy, Jeff?
Not sure what it's named after yet.
Okay.
B.O.B. or Fergie, probably. We've said their name more than anybody on this show, so that's a possibility. Chance to take home that trophy. You guys can maybe boost your own personal scores, too, because the MVP voting is going out later. Get this beautiful trophy. Honkers, the 4 seed, taking on Cinderella story, Gen XYZ. Crazy run to get to this point. First round, Chicklets. I told you, Jake Marsh, that you guys were definitely the betting favorite in that one. You were definitely the favorites. You proved it. Set a record. First team to ever get 11 of their own 12 questions. Vibs.
Wow.
Large usually are, I don't want to say carry the team, but usually kind of the star of the team. The first match, you didn't even really do anything.
I think the second match, not to jump ahead, Jake went fucking off.
He did. He came to me, he said, I just went sicko mode. It was so weird. It's like, whoa, didn't know Jake.
It's lit.
Yes. I never want to hear about Port Moresby ever again.
Nope.
But you won, so who cares? You were looking for a chance to go into the championship match as the 9 seed. I'm not going to ask you a question because your answers are incredibly boring. Vibs, are you nervous at all?
No, I'm just happy to be in the moment. We're playing with house money at this point. We're on a roll. Let's do it.
I like that answer. House money. We know whispering. No whispering.
No.
Somebody in this room was dinged for whispering. Got DQ in the question earlier.
First time I've really ever whispered to my wife.
I'm horrible moment to do that today.
You tell Mincy not to do something, he does it
He's doing it.
immediately.
Yeah.
I'm normally a little loud.
Talk out loud. As I said, 3 lifelines. Double up. You can double up any category you want one time. Double sip. You can answer 1 question throughout the competition twice. Must say it before you answer. You can say it during the question, but must say it before you answer. And the FaceTime a friend. And if they're in the office, they can run on into the studio. Some mean phone of friends today. Really mean, heartbreaking phone of friends from the Honkers earlier. But you got to do what you got to do to win.
That was incredible.
Backstabbing.
Listen, that's not my problem. If people want to do that kind of stuff, we don't have a gun to anyone's back,
That's true.
Jeff. People can answer questions. They don't have to.
Absolutely
It
true.
is.
Here we go. For a chance to go to the championship, then maybe a little rest, like a little break. That's like the advantage of getting there first. Honkers, Gen XYZ, 4 versus 9. Let's begin. First category is the NFL. The NFL. Does anyone want to double?
Sure don't.
Figured as much. 35 seconds on the clock. What NFL running back had this career path from 2000 through 2011? Arizona, Tampa Bay, Chicago, New York Jets, Kansas City.
I believe this is Thomas Jones. Final answer, Jeff.
Now Nancy's just not going to talk. That is correct, Thomas Jones. Other side, Gen XYZ, 1-0 early. What NFL running back had this career path from 04 through 2013? Buffalo, Baltimore, Denver, Cleveland. Clock starts.
I actually think this is an incorrect answer from us yesterday, and that would be Willis McGahee. He was on
think you're
Denver,
right,
he was on Baltimore, he was
finished out
on
with
Buffalo.
Cleveland. Yeah.
So if you can finish with Cleveland, let's lock it in.
Final answer?
Yes.
1-1. They're staying hot. Celebrity mashups.
That hurts that they were already thinking McGahee before
Yeah,
the match even
it's just
started.
that's the. Yesterday when he said it, in the back of my head, I went, ah, boy. But
What is Large doing?
I'm gonna keep it a celebrity matchup. Like
Oh, he's getting ready. He's getting ready. Yeah. He loves glare. He's
Yeah,
just staring. Here it is. Two celebrities, Honkers. 35 seconds to name the two in the photo.
Okay,
I know.
I think I have this. I think that would be Daniel Craig and Haley Steinfeld. How do you feel about that, Coley?
I know the outside's definitely correct. The inside, I can't recognize. So that since that came to you so quick, Jeff, final answer.
Final answer.
Here we
That
go,
is
Bob.
correct.
Here we go, Bob.
Other side, 2-1 Honkers. Two celebrities, 35 seconds. Name them both.
Large, do you know the middle?
Don't.
Is the outside Gary Oldman?
Yeah, the outside's Gary Oldman. I'm trying to block out his face and just have her. And
That is the trick.
It doesn't always work as much as I'd like it
Yeah.
to.
I don't really.
Any
know
guess?
where
Any guess?
I have no clue who that girl
5,
is.
4,
Punt.
3. They're punting. Other side, 15 seconds on the clock starting now.
What do you think, Bob?
We shouldn't have said the outside.
I'm not positive on this. I think it might be Gary Oldman and Florence Pugh.
What?
5.
That's our
4.
final answer.
That's correct.
Let's
Gary
go,
Oldman
Bob.
and Florence Pugh.
Let's go,
3-1 Honkers. Next
I don't know who
category.
either of those girls are.
NBA. And you want to double?
No.
What 5-time NBA champion wore the jersey number 37? His age at the time for the 2012-2013 season with the Thunder.
So don't whisper.
Okay, not with.
And by the way, you have been dinged once, so there are no more ones.
Understood.
Okay, yeah.
Who was on
Was it
that?
Kendrick Perkins?
No. Was it? I don't think he won 5 though. 5-time NBA champion.
15 seconds.
You know what? Derek Fisher. Final answer.
That is correct, Derek Fisher. Other side. What Hall of Famer wore the jersey number
Throwing
1
rocks.
for his lone season with the Pistons in 2009?
The only Pistons I can think of are not a one-season guy.
Hall of Fame.
I have no clue.
20 seconds. Have double sip. Have phone a friend.
Yep. We're good.
Very early. Not sure you even want
What
it.
about other guys on the Lakers? No.
Who went to the fucking Pistons?
10 seconds.
Number 1.
8.
Is
7,
AI on the Pistons? Yeah,
6.
No.
5, 4, 3.
Allen Iverson.
That's correct. Allen
Where did that come from?
Oh my God.
That was crazy. He was just like, Allen
He's locked in.
I still don't
believe he's on the
Iverson,
Pistons.
maybe. Like,
Holy shit. All
Playoff
right.
Jay.
Music is
Number
the next
3,
category.
too.
that was big. That would have been a big hole.
That,
Yeah,
yeah.
it would have been. You absolutely knew that.
You sure
He knew
did.
it. He knew
guys
it.
did.
Yeah,
You sure
he
did.
was-
You knew it.
Oh my
was-
God.
Yeah.
that was it.
Here we go. It's time for niche categories. Sandwiches is back.
Okay.
Double.
Double.
They're going to double. This is for the honkers, though, not for you. This sandwich from Mexico is sliced avocado, meat, white cheese, onions, and red sauce on a fluffy sesame seed egg roll. Large has been
what do you-
money in this category.
What do you think about
Is this? I think they just drafted this on.
Torta?
No, I think it's a Samia. I think they just drafted this on Dog Walk. I think this was the last question.
Do you want to call in the guy, or are you confident with that?
They were just talking about it exactly like this.
10 seconds,
I think we should save it. I'm going to go
Control.
Samia.
All right.
That is correct. That is correct.
Huge, Coley. Huge.
Why
That
do you
was
have to pay
big.
attention to Barstool content? Come on, come on.
Literally my job.
Yeah.
He does. He soaks up all of it. Here we go, other side. For 2 points, though. This French ham sandwich is made of a baguette sliced open, spread with butter, and filled with slices of ham and pickles.
I'll call it Hamon-Bear.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
The man knows his sandwiches.
Good job,
Of course
Lars.
he does.
How many sandwiches have you
That's
not?
impressive.
How many sandwiches have you not had?
I thought I was nervous because of Mincy. Mincy's had them all the way around.
I mean, Minty, I have to say the text message you sent earlier. I'm sorry. I said, hey, just a heads up, because like you guys knew theirs was going to be UFC. I said, hey, there's the sandwiches. Mincy, you said like, oh, would love if it was po' boy. I mean, I read the question. You gotta know I'm not giving you a po' boy.
I don't know.
But
You got it
anyway.
Otis coach earlier
You
in the
got
year.
it anyway. Wait, though.
Good shot.
True. I did.
That was
Technically, that
accurate.
guy did work for Ole Miss. All right, here we go. Honkers UFC. Are you doubling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go, Bob.
Honkers for 2 points. It is 5-5. Prior to her loss in October 2020, this UFC fighter defeated Edson Barboza, Donald Cerrone, and Tony Ferguson in 2019 and 2020.
And Tony Ferguson. Who could this be? This is a good one.
Not what I love to hear.
25 seconds.
Not ideal.
I want to double dip on this one.
You cannot when you double up.
Oh, we doubled.
Yeah.
All right. so
Only
I'm gonna
only
go-
say one. Don't give them both, Bob. Go with
Yeah,
your heart.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on the two?
Go with your gut, Bob. You got this.
Look it out. No way.
Running out of time, Robbie. 5.
I'm gonna go with Justin Gaethje.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Ball's in the line. That is correct. It's
That's
Justin
right, Bob.
Gaethje. Huge
That's right,
7-5.
Bob.
Honkers. That was massive.
That's right,
Big shot, Bob.
Other side. What UFC fighter defeated these opponents in 2019? Anderson Silva, Kelvin Gastelman, and Robert Whitaker.
Any idea, Large, before we phone a friend?
No, that's a
All
corner
right,
friend.
we're calling Jack Mack.
We're playing Jack Mack all the time.
Again.
You are. We've the competition committee, which is like me and nobody. No, it's a couple people. Not going to tell niche categories next year ahead of time before the match.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, good to go.
Just a little mid-season wrinkle.
I also do want people to know Jeff's already focused on the next season in the
he-
middle of this undertaking.
You want me to come?
Yeah, you can come in.
Yeah, come on in.
Thanks.
Again, if
We
by
like-
the grace of God we
like-
make it to the championship, I'm bolting that door shut. Jack Mack's not coming in.
I feel like he'll know it. 2019,
Yeah, yeah.
recent.
I hope so.
Those are all pretty household names, I feel like.
Yeah, I
I'd be
reckon.
stunned if Jack Mack didn't know.
I
That.
reckon
Oh, yeah,
it's
he's gonna
Silva.
get
All right, Jack, here you go. Once you start reading it, you get 30 seconds. When you see fighter defeated the opponents, these opponents 2019,
Oh.
Anderson Silva,
Easy.
Kevin Gastelman, and Robert Whitaker. Oh!
Or are you screwing with us?
Wait, so it's you guys?
Yeah.
Look at him taking stock of who's.
We're up against
Answer it if you know.
You guys?
Answer it if you know
Yes.
it. If you know it, answer it.
Kind of like the boss.
Come in
man.
here against us every
10 seconds.
match.
I mean, last time he didn't
Just
check
say it,
for
just
me.
say
He
it.
just said it.
Israel Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya.
That is correct, Style. That's Israel Adesanya.
Let's go, Jack Mack.
You may be
Suck your dick.
maybe
We'll start
murdered
throwing
if
eggs.
the
We'll
Honkers
start
win.
throwing
I'm
eggs
gonna
next
say.
time you come
We need the
in.
bonus. We're down by
7-6, Screamin Honkers. Big Screamin Honkers. Must add big.
down
Get
by
those
one.
lights down. It's bonus round time.
No, for sure.
Time to make the donuts.
All right, it's a bonus round. But first, I don't really ask Graham these questions on this show.
No, you sure don't.
The Tony Awards are where it's at. Here we go. 10 seconds on the clock per guest. The team with the most points after 5 rounds in the shootout here gets 2 points. Will be a big swing one way or the other. Cole, your final answer person. Other side, Jake, it's you. Here's the question. Once I read it, the 10 seconds will begin. In the last 25 winners of Best Album at the Grammys.
Bob, I just want to say this one because otherwise I'll forget it.
Go
Beck.
ahead.
Beck.
Didn't the Foo Fighters win?
Is that what you want to go with?
I think
4.
Foo Fighters.
Eh.
Who did you have, Bob?
It's a tough category.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish?
No, we're good. We're good.
She did win, right? Yeah, Billie Eilish.
Should we go with like
Adele.
Adele? Okay, Adele.
55. Did you two sneak in and win one?
I need an answer though in
25
4,
years, I'm not
3,
sure.
2, Coley,
You two.
1. Yes, they did. That's correct.
You want to say Kanye?
Kanye.
Fuck.
You get this. You have 2 shots to get 2
Did the
points.
Killers
You
win
wanna
it
go with-
in a
I
5?
have-
I have one if they get
Who did
this
you have,
wrong.
Bob?
3,
Beyonce?
2.
I like. Let's go.
I go
Beyonce.
Bob.
Beyonce. It's okay.
John Mayer.
Stay alive.
Do you like that?
Need this.
Large John Mayer, do you like that?
Sure.
John Mayer.
2 points to Big Screamin Honkers.
That's great.
We're good.
Arcade Vips, that wasn't the final round, Vips. There's still 6 more.
We're good.
I almost said I had
Taylor
Outcast.
Swift.
I was thinking Outcast.
Even I know.
Jeff,
Who do I
what is going
disrespect?
on with some of these
When you hear-
categorizations?
It's Taylor Swift or Outkast.
I was also thinking Taylor Swift. Rap's tough. They don't like giving best album to rap.
Yeah, Kanye fucking hates it.
Bruno Mars.
I thought he won. I thought he
On his
won.
Grammy.
But I thought he won.
He literally put it in the
Santana.
toilet and
Oh, I've-
peed on it.
If we had lost that and I'd seen Santana up
Taylor
there,
Swift,
I may
Billie
have.
Eilish, Bruno Mars, the only ones
This
that
would've gone
would've been
inside.
remotely considered.
Here we go.
Glad you're having fun, Vince.
Next-
Glad you're having fun.
We got a lot of college fans on this setup here.
Boy.
Yes, we do.
Wonder if we would do a couple of those. College football next category.
Okay.
In the traditional spot. Honkers. You're up 9-6. This Conference USA running back from 2002 to 2005 set a Division I record with 34 career 100-yard games.
USA. 2002 to 2005.
I used to play college fantasy football during that time. I should know this.
Oh, who was Buddy from UNI?
20 seconds.
Jordan, it was Jordan something.
This was in
Played for the Huskies. It's a black team.
Still have a phone a friend.
10 seconds.
No, that's Mac. They were in the Mac.
Oh, sorry.
They were in the Mac. No, I
You have to do
That was a
something
waste
in
of time.
5,
No.
4, 3.
Yes.
2.
Ryan Moats.
Right.
That's they were in the WAC.
I have no
trying
clue.
to get a name.
I'm just
No,
thinking
it's
of,
okay.
I
No
don't
idea.
know how many running backs I can name on Conference USA teams.
10 seconds.
I'm gonna be pissed about this because it's
All right.
5,
Cincinnati.
4,
I don't even know.
3,
Memphis.
2, 1. Out of time. Correct answer is, this was not intentional either, it's D'Angelo Williams again.
He
had
did
no
that
idea
to
we
Ole
went
Miss.
to
He got a
college.
300-yard game against Ole Miss.
Oh no, he ran it up on Ole Miss?
Dude, in 04 Ole Miss Memphis, he threw
wouldn't even
300
consider
on us.
guessing.
Every
I was in the
question I
list.
write on this show has a connection to Mints in some way, shape,
What
or
school?
form.
What school?
Memphis.
Memphis.
University of Memphis.
Oh, it wasn't
No idea.
Memphis.
And they always,
Yeah.
they always.
All right, no damage for you guys, though. No damage. That was big.
That's inexcusable.
Here we go.
who I was
College
talking
football,
about,
your
though?
shot. This Mac
Yeah,
player in
yeah,
2012 set a Division I record with 12 100-yard rushing games by a quarterback.
Yeah.
Mac player. 2012.
You have your double sip.
Don't answer it. Don't answer. I know you're thinking.
No, I'm thinking. I'm just
Northern
Sometimes
Illinois.
I think it comes to you and you just like.
Yeah, who got
Yeah,
drafted out of Northern Illinois?
Player 2012.
I know Roma went to Southern Illinois. That doesn't help.
Yeah, no. Toledo.
Running back, running. So he's mobile. He's mobile.
Quarterback, yeah. Quarterback.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's a mobile quarterback.
yeah.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah, I don't know.
2,
No idea.
1. You strike out on that. Other side, 15 seconds, Mincy. Coley, Robbie.
I'm gonna try to come up with a guess if they don't have one.
We do not.
They don't. They already got buzzed.
Yeah.
You're on the clock.
Did they? Was no one like came in the league as like a?
5, 4,
Julian
3.
Edelman.
Incorrect. That is Jordan Lynch. Jordan Lynch. Heisman
Northern
runner-up.
Illinois.
That's what I was just talking about.
Yeah, that's who you were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Wow, and Mac, you are.
Down 3.
Cedric was Dan Lefevre. But
Who I was just
Down 3 with 10 left on the
talking
board.
about.
You just said his name.
It's not over.
Here we go. Nothing.
Be confident.
Nothing. What's up next?
I've
I
killed
said
this
you like college.
That's
It's
tough.
college hoops. College hoops.
Make or break. This is make or break.
Honkers.
Category.
This player from 2004 through 2008 is the only SEC player in the top 10 for all-time made career three-pointers. Only in NCAA history in the top 10 for all-time made career three-pointers.
My guess is Lee Humphrey from Florida. Because this was when they won the back-to-back, and he just rained threes for that team.
That's interesting.
I mean, he just rained.
I don't hate there was no one from, and he would have played all four.
Yeah,
too.
and he played all four, but that was when they had that. Those 06, 07 was when they won back-to-back with Noah and
15
Horford. He just
seconds.
rained on them. Let's go with that.
Yeah, Lee Humphrey.
Oh, wow. That was my guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Other good
You
teams.
heard him, Jeff. They punted.
That was mine.
LSU was in the Final Four as well in 06. All
Yeah,
I
who was
remember
their
from that
shooter?
team was
Big
was
Baby.
Big Baby.
That's where my mind went to.
Corey Brewer.
4,
No, he was
3,
He wouldn't.
No, he wasn't
2,
a shooter either.
1.
Corey Brewer.
He wasn't a
He
shooter.
wouldn't give me a Gator
Really?
question.
Chris
Yeah.
Lofton.
I wouldn't have
Tennessee.
got that.
Other
I
side,
remember
you can make up
him.
ground though. This player from 2017 to 2020 is the only Big East player in the top 10 for all-time made career three-pointers in NCAA history.
All right, so we played up to last year. Villanova, Xavier. stumped.
Not often you hear the word stumped from Jake when those are the years with college basketball.
I know, I'm shocked.
12 seconds. 10 seconds. Need an answer in 5, 4.
Ryan Arcidiacono.
15 seconds, other
I
side.
was thinking Villanova. It wasn't. Who did the?
10 seconds.
Who was the rookie for the Warriors last year? It was Eric Pascal. Was he shooting threes in college?
5, 4.
Do we have anything better?
3,
Eric Pascal.
2. Incorrect. I think you're going to kick yourself on this one. It's Marcus Howard. It's Marcus
Yeah, that's
Howard,
obvious.
2020 NBA draft leading scorer.
I could have also guessed Miles Powell.
Yeah.
Because those
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus Howard.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
nobody.
Yeah.
No points there.
Yeah.
Take it.
That's
I
a
said
win
big
for us
college
against
fans.
Jay.
I jinxed it.
That's a good
Yeah.
win against Jay.
All right. Next category is television. This is for the
Couldn't name
Honkers.
the
Okay.
teams. If I knew the teams.
Folks, I picked some stinkers for this one. 35 seconds. The 2007 show Cavemen, based on the cavemen from the Geico commercials, aired on what network for 13 episodes?
I'm mostly sure it's ABC because I used to run these commercials during football.
Would you like to use the double sip just in case? Do you have another one in mind, or you're positive about that?
I think that's a good idea, Bob. Yeah, we'll double sip.
Okay, what's your first guess?
ABC.
That's correct, ABC.
It's okay, Bob. I'd rather
Easy
use
as
it and be
1,
safe.
2, 3.
All right. You got some reassurance.
Music rights. Sound
Yeah, the
a
Jackson
little
father
too
doesn't
much
play.
like them. Other side, 10-6, still time. The 2002 show Baby Bob, based on the freeinternet.com commercials, aired on what network for 14 episodes? You also have your double sip, I do believe.
Yes.
I've
Large.
never heard of Baby Bob.
Me either.
Neither have I.
Should we guess a network? If it's not ABC, there's 3 other big ones. Do you want to double sip with 2 of those? It doesn't say. Oh no, it says what network. Should we double sip 2 of the 3?
I think we got a double sip.
Okay, so we'll double sip.
First guess?
NBC. All right,
You wanna go-
CBS or Fox?
go
They're
Fox?
basically getting it if
5,
we don't.
4,
Fox.
3.
Ooh, I thought for sure it was Fox. So yeah,
15
we will go CBS.
CBS.
That is correct, Baby
we
Bob.
played the odds.
12-6.
We played the odds. It's-
The Honkers
You did.
won it
You
out.
did.
Yeah,
That was
that
smart.
one.
That feels like a Fox program. I thought
6
for
points
sure. it was
left.
Fox.
If you
Just-
get this, the match
That
is
was the odds.
over. You go
yeah,
into
we-
the
we
championship
played
match,
this-
the
we
Big
played it
Screamin
right.
Honkers. Here it is. Major League Baseball is the category.
You did good on this.
Name this 2010 MLB team based on these 3 starting pitchers: Jason Hamill, Julius Chassin, and Jorge De La Rosa.
This
I
is
think
the
it's the
Rockies,
Rockies.
right?
We
Yeah,
both
this
said
is
it.
the Colorado Rockies. Final answer.
You've moved on to the championship match, the Big Screamin Honkers. Let's rip through them because Jake Marsh, you especially, Vibs, you've been MVP voting. Let's rip through them. 2009 MLB team: Wandy Rodriguez, Mike Hampton, and Felipe Paulino.
Mets too obvious. Mike Hampton, I know, was on the Mets.
Also for you guys, MVP as well.
We have no more lifelines.
I have no idea. Say Mets.
Mets would be. I feel like there's so many Mets people here, but
I've got this one.
it's definitely not Mets if they have it.
Is that a typo? Is that supposed to be Randy?
What about Pirates?
That is his
Pirates
name.
has been
His
a
name is
popular
Wandy.
answer.
Wandy
Let's go
Rodriguez.
Pirates.
Oh, Wandy. I thought it was Wandy.
He did pitch for them.
It's
He
the.
did.
did?
Wandy.
This is the Astros, isn't it?
Yes, it is. 13-6. 2 more categories. We'll rip through them. Movies. Honkers. What was the name of the sequel to the 2011 movie Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol?
I don't watch these.
After
Bob.
Ghost Protocol, I believe it was Fallout.
Was it Fallout? Yeah, Mission Impossible
Sure.
Or
Fallout.
was it? No, it was Rogue Nation. It was Rogue Nation.
Okay, what's your final answer? I have.
Rogue
Rogue
Nation.
Nation.
That is correct. Rogue Nation. Other side.
Good call,
I
Bob.
think
Did
I
they-
would imagine large is at Robbie's door. What was the name of the sequel
Strangles
to the 2009 Star Trek reboot movie?
Close the camera.
Oh, there.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's good. That's good. Okay.
Wait, have him answer. Have him answer. See if he knows it. See if he knows it. I wouldn't even mention off the top. They're just.
Hey, Lars, do you know the name of the sequel to the 2009 Star Trek?
Into the void, into the darkness.
What is it?
It's Into Darkness?
Into darkness.
Into the Darkness.
That is correct. How about that? Look at this guy. We didn't even mention they're not just in the same. I mean, they are cookie cutter, same hotel rooms.
Oh yeah.
In
This is
Dallas.
the second time this has happened to Bob.
Yeah,
Him and
he is
Brandon Walker in Jacksonville
frequently in the
together.
same hotel as competitors. Last round. What is the northernmost city with a college in the Big 12? Northernmost city. I don't want the
I know
college.
this.
Well, it's our question, so bang it.
Ames, Iowa.
That is correct. Other side,
Wildest
15
nights of my
points.
entire life.
Oh my
Most
God.
SEC city.
I think it's Fayetteville or Columbia, Missouri. Columbia, Missouri. Missouri's on top of Arkansas, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
Columbia, Missouri.
Final score 15-8. Pad the stats a little bit, guys. Cinderella run. That was. You have juiced yourselves up, Jake, and I'll be honest too. I think slamming the table, that one small moment that I always harp on and probably make it worse for you. Fans might have hated you there. I think when this airs, Gen XYZ is going to have some backers
hope so.
because that first match was unreal. And from there on out, you took down the #1 ranked team, a team that was almost unbeatable. You have that for you. Thank you for playing in this tournament. But this team over here, moving on to the championship. And of course, large shifted his schedule on yesterday like a wizard, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. That was huge, and he still got to the stadium. So how about that? Other side, going on to the championship match. You're gonna find out who you're playing soon. The Honker Nation has got to be. It's a lot of honks. Are you gonna honk them?
It hurts me so much. I just can't tweet a GIF of like multiple geese running around since this is like a month prior to.
That's it. This one's 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Do you want to honk?
No, it was different with Brand. Like this was just like good competition here. Brandon and PFT, like we've played them like 7 times. Like there's a lot of history there. They were talking a lot of shit.
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
were.
talk any shit. Like,
Can
they just came in
I
and
speak
played.
for Gen XYZ? I think we are all honkers in the championship.
We accept that.
Yeah, I got to rock with Big Cat or Hank, no matter what.
Diplomatic
Win it all.
answer of all time.
Yeah, that sucked.
Nope.
We will find out who the Honkers are playing. Are they playing Team Yak, team they've never played, or the Misfits, a team that didn't exist a month ago? Those two teams are facing off for the championship. These two teams already made it. This is the Dozen Tribute Tournament presented by High Noon. We'll see you in the postgame show. Welcome to the Dozen Tribute Tournament postgame show presented by High Noon. I'm Jeff Deal alongside the 2 in-person members of the Big Screamin Honkers, the 4 seed, awaiting who they're going to face to win the championship. Coley, Ben Mintz. That was fairly clinical. It was a little testier, a little hairy, back and forth. They got a UFC one, but then you just really ran away with it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bob Fox is putting himself on that Fran Glennie Balls stratosphere of celebrity mashups. I mean, I think he's hit all 4 so far in the tournament. He's been a menace. It's been, total team effort, wire to wire. I've got some. Mincy's got a ton. That Kendall Wright one will live in infamy. And Bob, when it comes to UFC, it's Bob versus Jack Mack somehow.
Yeah.
Jack Mack's not even in the fucking tournament.
Yeah, you may end up facing that again no matter what you do in the championship. Mincy, though, the South got to be going crazy right now. You keep saying the Honker Nation grows.
Dude,
Oxford.
The Oxford, it was on. Literally, I was last week when I was in Oxford.
Honksford? Did you just...
Yeah, look, they were saying honk. I'm talking, I heard at least 100 honks. Dude, I was like, at first, I couldn't get there. First, I was like, what are they saying? And they're like, honkers.
I want to talk to the locals of Oxford who don't know what this is at all. Like, why do people honk now? Is it a new drug? Like, what's happening to our town?
Dude, we hit the South like lightning, and it's been awesome just to be on this team with these guys. I've been a part of this for a couple of months, but it felt like it's just a snowball, and just we keep growing. The fans love us, and lucky to have 2 teammates as good as these guys. We're a really well-rounded team.
You lost the one match while I was watching that Browns-Ravens Monday night game. That was your debut. That's how I remember that one. And then you lost to Nightmare.
Yeah.
But guess what? They're out.
Yeah.
All the other teams you played, they're out. You are going to the championship and to play a team that you've not played yet, either the Yak or the Misfits, the 7 seed. My goodness. Coley, Ben Mintz, do the honors. Move the team on.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
Next round to the championship match goes
Ooh, happy to do it.
the Big Screamin Honkers.
Struggling.
Every other couple people have an issue with it.
Well, it's like opening the mints on afternoon. That's always a problem. Here we go, making it to semis though, man.
What if there
Or
was
championship?
a can of mints that opened after it said fellas? Like you said fellas. it
Get
just
on
popped
like
open.
actual one.
Yeah, make sure we don't knock it over. Here we go. There it is.
There it is, the Screamin
Championship,
Honkers
the Screamin Honkers.
to the championship match of the Dozen Trivia Tournament presented by High Noon. We will talk to you next time.